Hi everyone in Trick World. This is Cheryn Salazar, and I am just so happy to finally be putting together this video blog. I'm hoping to do this monthly because I want to share my heart with you and any tips I can and just encouragement. And I know that as this wonderful membership is growing to over 100 now, I believe, we're getting quite near there. It's virtually impossible for me to be able to relate one-on-one to all of you. So I've gotten to be able to have the privilege of speaking to a few of you on the phone, but certainly my heart has been yearning to be able to have a relationship with each and every one of you. So this is going to have to do, and I'm just really thankful for this ability to be able to speak to you. So first of all, I want to tell you hello, and I'm so glad that you're finding such reward and comfort in being able to find other people like ourselves to be able to relate to. We certainly are a fine group of people, I must say. I think we have a lot of sensitivity and artisticness and love and resilience, wonderful qualities. I've never met somebody with trichotillomania that I just didn't adore. So I just want to say hello, and if anybody did want to call me and talk, I'm available a lot. Not always, but I'll let you know. But that's connection is very important, and I just want to be able to help in any way I can. Okay. I've noticed over the last 20 years, after speaking to hundreds of people, that I will go into the talks sharing a lot of basics and things that I found valuable, and I thought, I want to be able to, instead of one at a time, being able to do it in a way of reaching a lot of people like this. And that's why I wrote my books, so I could have that message be available to people, but not everybody can get the books and whatever. And I just want to be able to help, and that's my whole intentions in doing whatever I do. So first of all, I just want to say the most important thing that you can do is learn to love yourself with trichotillomania or whatever else you would struggle with in life. This does not define us, just as other situations don't. Our physical or our handicaps or the things we struggle with, that's not who we are. It's just what we do, and when we find better to do, we'll do better. We'll choose better. But it's a process, and it's very, very important that you be patient and loving and gentle to yourself as you would speak those same words probably to somebody else that was struggling. We tend to be very much harder on ourselves because we do have a very deep level of sensitivity, which is wonderful, but it can also be a negative thing if we do not know how to manage it correctly and see ourselves appropriately. Okay? So one thing I realized when I was, I think 30, so about 18 years ago, or 35, let's just say, I realized, do I want to be hating myself when I'm 50 if I don't ever stop this pulling behavior? And I realized I don't want to, and so I really started to focus on acceptance, patience, forgiveness towards myself and towards others, and just learning from the inside out how to change. And sure enough, the need to pull became less and less and less. So I saw that there was really quite a correlation there. So let's just start off with that, and I'm hoping I can do this a couple times a month. Once a week would be my desire, but I don't want to put that pressure on myself because I know I get very busy and then I get overwhelmed. So I know that I will do this as often as I can, and I want to have a different message each time and things that have been poignant in my life that have made a difference. I can tell you, I had zero self-esteem in my life. Struggled feeling I was mentally ill. I had a very confusing and difficult upbringing, and it just really, I felt very fractured in my life. And this has turned my life around, this learning to look in and to self-discover. And then, lo and behold, the need to pull became less and less and less. So it's been invaluable. So I just want to encourage you to start paying attention when you're wanting to pull. What's preceded it? Has something provoked it? Might be what we've eaten, might be not enough sleep or caffeine or sugar. Might be somebody had said something that upset us. What we need to do is learn how to deal with issues appropriately instead of withdrawing and shutting down. It's kind of like a self-medicating. And do know that you're so not alone. You're so not weird. Everybody does something. Everybody does something. They overeat, they skin pick, nail bite, gamble, it goes on and on. This is just what our brain says to do. And might I add, it's a very loving thing that the brain does, because it transfers the anxiety to a different focus and takes it out of, the anxiety. It shoots it to another area where we focus on that hair or that eyelash, or, whatever it may be. And so just try to see that it's not the negative thing that you probably have always felt it to be, but instead it is something that our brain does to protect itself. And, kids as young as 4 months old, babies as young as 4 months old have had this, which I personally happen to think that's more like maybe the allergens that, cause that. That's my own little opinion. I have a few of those. And I'll always identify them as my opinion. But, we're talking babies. We're talking, it's been written about in the Old Testament. We're talking, it's been around forever. And I do love to say, because I love to read People magazine, that's one of my downfalls, if you want to call it that. I love it. Is that like Sharon Stone, Colin Farrell, Eddie Van Halen, they've mentioned that they have trichotillomania to some degree. And it is like, you know what? You're not alone. That's just what I want to say. So welcome. And welcome to this wonderful community of people that I just adore. And I can already see by some of the responses and the letters and stuff that you've been exchanging that you do too. We're gifted, you guys. We have something that is in our lives to teach us. We have something that is in our lives that has brought us together to meet other wonderful people. Try to just embrace that part of you that, that has probably always been such a negative. Love yourselves, okay, guys? And I will be talking to you again. So take care, and God bless, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all that. And whatever you celebrate, just season's greetings from Cheryn to you.